Hi guys, I'm back in Southampton again. I know I'm in a completely different room again. My bedroom window, which is where I normally film my makeup tutorials, is in direct sunlight at the moment, so I can not even see looking out of that window. What I thought I'd do today is to do a video on contouring. I was recommended this palette by a friend and it's called the Laroc Premium Makeup. It's a concealer palette, but I thought this was a really interesting palette. So when you lift it up, I did use it last night, so it's a bit messy, but you get a real selection of colours. The reason I really wanted to talk about this product was the fact that I bought it from Amazon for £2.50. So it is such a bargain, and you get 15 colours of concealers. You also get the green colour, I don't know if the light's showing it okay, but the green and a kind of pinky colour, and a kind of white as well. And you get a yellow colour as well. From what I know, it's something like each of these colours balances out different colours on your skin. So I think the green colour is meant to balance out red parts of your face or darker parts of your face. I'm not sure. I will look it up and tell you in my next video. So I'll get started on the contouring video. I've spoken to a couple of my friends and they've said that contouring can seem really scary, and it really shouldn't, because it is so easy once you've got the hang of it, and once you know the shapes to put on your face and what colours to put where, it can be really simple and really effective at highlighting and shadowing parts of your face to make your makeup and your face look so much nicer for a night out. I'm going to start off with, like I've used before, is that even focusing? It's the Pro Base Conceal and Brighten kit. I will be using this other palette, but I just really love this product, and this product actually is only £3 from Superdrug as well, so the combination of the two really isn't that expensive. So what I will start off with first is this kind of lighter colour in the middle. They are absolutely gross because I have used them so much. So what I would normally start off with is the Real Techniques really small detailed brush, and I'll dip it in the highlighter, and then I will just create two triangle shapes under my eyes. Then I'm going to move on to the palette. I've decided to use these kind of two light, like neutral colours here for the rest of my contouring. So where else needs the brightening is around here. So I'm just fanning that up in between the brows. I've seen people say that the bigger your forehead is, the less you go up. I have quite a big forehead, so I'm not going as far up, but I've seen people contour and brighten and highlight all the way up to kind of here. Once it's blended out, it doesn't look like this. I'm then continuing with this lightest colour here down the bridge of my nose. I really like a really bright down the centre of the nose here. So I like to create like a really defined line down my nose just to try and like thin it out a bit, if that's even the right way to describe it. But anyway, so I'm just going straight down here and just creating a really precise bright line. You can already see what kind of look it is going to look like. So once you've gone down that bridge of the nose, you can already see that it's making these bits look darker, creating a shadow, creating a more sleek and long looking line to your nose. You don't have to do all of these steps. You can find parts of your face that you think need highlighting and you can take that. But I definitely recommend just trying this whole look first, because you might really like it. And like you can see so far, it really isn't that hard. So I'm just going under the brows here and just trying to match it up here for a kind of like pointed angle here. I don't know if that's right, but that's just the way I do it and I find it looks nice. So it might not technically be the right way to do it, but this is the way that I find makes my contouring look nice. So I'll just continue to the other eye and match it up. The top of your lips. So just on the top there. I think then it's meant to make your lips look fuller. I've got quite small lips anyway, so that's quite a good tip. And then just a kind of semicircle shape and down on the chin. So the next part of your face that you're going to want to highlight is this kind of area here. So sticking with the same colour and the same brush, I'm just going to create kind of another triangle shape. The thing is, you do not have to create this exact shape. All you need to know is the tops and the underneath of your cheekbone need to be highlighted, and in here you want to create a really darker colour to then contrast the two to make your cheekbones really stand out. That's what you need to know. So it doesn't need to be this exact shape, it's just that kind of general area. So I'm going to go over and do the other part of my cheek just here. So they're not exactly the same. You're going to blend it out anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter. That, I would say, is all the parts of your face that you need to highlight. So I would normally blend that out straight away and then put bronzer on. But since I've got this palette, I'm trying something different. I don't have any other small brushes, so I've been using my fingers and I found that it works just as nicely. So if you don't have the brushes, you can use your fingers. It really doesn't make a difference, I find. So I'm kind of using this quite dark brown colour here. The beauty with this palette is there's such a variety, so if you have quite pale skin, you can use a lighter brown in this for the darkening sections. So I'm going to just use this. I'm just going to use my finger and rub it in. I found this you didn't need that much, so I'll just, you need to create, oh it looks a bit red. It's not red in real life, I don't know if it's coming across brown. So you need kind of a brown patch, and I'm just kind of dotting it with my fingers. I kind of found that worked quite nicely. With the cheeks, you can decide. You can either come quite short in if your cheekbones, my cheekbones finish here. If you want to elongate them even more, you can come further down, but I've got quite a small face, so I'm just going to come to about here. I'm just trying to show you by pointing where my cheekbone finishes. So, another good thing, suck in your cheek like you would do when you do your bronzer to find that natural line where your cheekbone, the underneath of the cheekbone. So the further you go up towards the edge of your face, the more of a lifted look you'll have. That's what I think. Then you will go on to the underneath of your jawbone here. This just creates quite a defined jaw. It does make a difference the more you put on. So just here, and I'm just running it along. And same for this cheek, you might be able to see it better now. Just down on that exact bone, on your exact jawbone, and I'm just running it down from here down. As you can see, it looks a bit mad. Now my favourite part of contouring, the nose. I think this is really important, and I think it can literally change somebody's face just by doing this one step. So I've got the bridge of my nose here with the highlighter, and then just down the sides, I'm going to dab this darker colour in that sort of area here. I'm going to do the same on the other side. The next part I'm going to go on to, so I'm still just rubbing my finger in kind of circular motion and getting quite a bit on my finger, is you now need to do the top of the head. I'm not even sure why you do it. I've seen you do it and I think it looks nice, so you're just going to kind of sweep it down, kind of this area here, and same for the other side. Like I've said so many times, I am not a professional makeup artist at all. I just do what I think looks nice, and I just go by YouTube videos, and it just shows that anybody really can learn to do their makeup, and something that seems so scary as contouring really isn't that hard. I mean, it's taken me much longer than it would have done naturally, but that is only because I'm talking through it. I would then recommend to blend out the highlighted parts of your face. First, I'm just going to start with the most highlight, which is here. And I'm pressing really lightly. I really like a really highlighted face. If you're not so fussed on the highlight and you're not bothered about it, press harder, rub it in more, or don't put as much on. It's really simple with contouring. The more you put on, the more dramatic the look's going to be. If you don't want a very dramatic look, you just put less on. So I'm just continuing to rub that in. I think once everything is blended in, you can then go over and blend things in more. I'm just a bit concerned about touching the darker parts, so I'm just doing it really lightly at first. Then going to the eyebrows, blending that out. And the chin. The bottoms of the cheekbone underneath it. And up here. And really try and blend this one out. Just fan it up and around the forehead, just to create that highlighted look. And then just really carefully on the bridge of the nose, because obviously there's quite a lot of dark product down the sides. So I'm really, really lightly just brushing down there. And then I'm kind of pushing up as well. And then just down. So now you're left with a highlighted face and very scary looking dark bits of creamy concealer or bronzery cream left on your face. This is where it really starts to take shape, I think, and you can really start to see a difference. So I'm keeping with the same brush, I'm not using a different brush, just really using the same one. And I'm going to start with the cheeks and just start to blend those out. I'm going to suck in my cheeks like I would do in my bronzer, and just the circular motions to buff it all out. So as you can see, it's all kind of blended out. I'm going to have to check this because it looks a lot darker on the camera than it does in real life. But anyway, we'll continue with the blending it out. So there really is no real technique to this. It's just the circular motion, blending it all in together. And don't forget these bits that are underneath here. It's just really a case of blending it all in and trying out what looks nice for you. Then I'm going to just rub in the bits around the top of the head here. Every now and then, just stop, stand back, have a look, and you can tell what needs more blending. So I can just continue with the forehead because that still looks really, really dark. And then even just pushing it with your fingers, just giving that extra blend. And then this part. Personally, I like to keep this quite dark. Like I said, I like this kind of like really defined nose look, but you can rub it in as much as you want. You don't even have to put any product down here either. You can just go for the highlight down the middle. It does the same job. I just think this is more of a dramatic look. So just buffing it out. This is quite close to the eye as well, so feel free to get your finger in there as well to blend it all out. Unless you've got a kind of smaller buffing brush, which I don't have, so just making do with, just going back over and really figuring out what needs what. And then just, you know, it's kind of now trying what you think looks nice, adding more highlighter, adding more bronzer. You can put bronzer over the top, obviously, to make it a more dramatic look as well. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I've rambled on quite a lot. But I just felt like I really needed to talk people through it, just so you can realise how unscary it is and how simple it can be to just really contour your face nicely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add just a little bit more highlight. I'm going to go back to the Pro Base palette here and just create like a kind of little dot and just smudge that down. Because like I said, I really like that highlighted nose and dark on the outside. I'm going to go back over and just add some more highlight, because obviously in the process of blending out the darker you may lose a bit of the highlight. So I'm going to go back over, rub that in, and I'm going to go back over under here. If I was to continue with this makeup look, I would add quite a bit more highlighter under the brows. As I said, I like quite a dramatic brow. And it's just a case of trial and error with this, working out what looks nice for you. Because if you're someone who doesn't wear a lot of makeup, something like this can be quite drastic. So it's just working out how to tone this kind of look down. And all I can say for that is just use less product. Use them in exactly the same places, but just less of it. It will probably be easier to work it into your skin as well, because there's less product. So it will be a much simpler look if you're kind of a beginner. Once that's finished, you can leave it here, go onto your eyebrows, go onto your eyes, whatever. But this palette also comes with a really nice kind of white shiny colour as well. So I'm just going to play about with that as well. But obviously this is kind of like an extra. And I just find that the tops of the cheekbones really can do with an extra bit of pop. And this is almost kind of like a glitter, like a creamy glitter as well. So just adding that to the top, and I'm just using this finger to blend it all in. So there you go. That's a kind of simple way of contouring. Like I said, if you don't wear a lot of makeup and you're quite scared about contouring, use less product or use more natural looking colours and just go for it. Just try it. Just try it at home. If it looks bad, you can take it off and do it again. That's the beauty of makeup. And I just want to be able to show you products that are really easy to use. And like this one, only £2.50 from Amazon. You can really do makeup on a budget. So after watching the rest of the video, I kind of felt like the makeup looked like I wanted it to, but obviously showing just the face makeup doesn't do the whole makeup justice. So I thought I'd just finish off the look. So I've gone for a kind of dark pinky and smoky eye. That's using the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay, which is another video I'm going to make because I know it's a very expensive palette. I've gone for a combination of the MAC pencil and the Sleek palette for my eyebrows. And I've just gone for a really kind of neutral lip gloss. And I've just used the Maybelline eyeliner that I've talked about in 2 of my videos, I think. So that's it for my video. I thought I'd show you the whole of the finished face with the eye and eyebrow makeup as well. I think this is a really nice look. It's a really easy way to contour. So if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to aim to get up a video once every week, if not more, if I've got time to film any more. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.